Howdy, everybody in YouTube land. Well, what we have today is we have a WeatherStar 4000 in here that decided to kill its power supply. So there's something wrong. Let's see if I can figure out which one it is. Yeah, that's it. It's on, but we've got nothing. It's completely dead. Totally done. Now, the one above it still works fine. So I can shut that one off up here. Yeah, that one runs, but it's not being used. This is probably the third or fourth. I uploaded a short on this. This is probably the third, maybe fourth 4000 I had fail the same way. And not all of them mine either. So I can just about guarantee you that the resistor inside that power supply went open. So unfortunately, I have to pull the 4000 out to fix it. Because unfortunately, the issue at hand here is there's Robertson screws that hold the power. Yeah, anyway, so it's fun. It is totally fun. This is exactly what I wanted to do on a Thanksgiving morning, right? Is fix a WeatherStar 4000. Not like I have much else to do. I don't really have anything going on in my freight at the moment, but all right, let's get this sucker fixed. But the problem is getting this out. Not gonna be fun. All right, so yeah. Hold on, I better close that. So I made this rack a little fun to manipulate. All right, so it's the bottom unit failed. Of course, that's the one that has all of the stupid audio connections and stuff on it. Why? Oh well. I guess I can just unplug. Is it the bottom one that died? Yeah, it is. Of course it's the one that quit. Alright. Sorry for the lack of lighting. Because, yeah, now I gotta get a screwdriver for that. Alright, well, time to go get a screwdriver. Alright, so we have... I'm gonna get the power cord out of here. So, I gotta remember how this thing... Because I built this thing back in 2022, and it's an absolute mess. So... yeah, so this is the one that's functioning, although I think I should probably pull it out and do the same modification to it. But yeah, for some weird reason of unknown reason, that we've got a problem with the power supplies in these. There's a 100k ohm resistor in the soft start circuit that goes open. Sometimes they'll go high first and then they'll go open. So there's something about the composition of that resistor, because every single one of these has failed the exact same way as of late. Now, these machines are long since out of service, right? So we're not even supposed to be using these machines anymore. So I can't necessarily blame the machine, because this thing is being used well outside of its service life. But anyways, I don't know what point I'm trying to argue here. Because look, this machine was made July 19th, 1991. That means this thing is 32 years old, right? That is a long service life for this machine. Next problem is I have a Cat 5 cable connected through this cornholio. So, alright, well, that's out of my way. So I'm going to close you. So that That way I can move this around. Get this open. So the thing is I have to pull you out. Move you out of the way. To pull you out and move you out of the way. Because you because the thing with this is the data card for the actual data. The Cat 5 is connected in here. So there. Could I use Wi-Fi on this particular card? Yeah, I could. But I don't want to move the IO card back in. So now, actually, I don't want to do that just yet. I want to take this card out because I want to get in here and feed that stupid cable all the way through. Yeah. Did I have to make this so difficult to do? Because that cable is way up in there. Oh, you know what? I can't remove that because this is too big. Oh no, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because unfortunately that means well, crap. So that means this can't come out of the hole because the RJ45 is wider than the hole. Oh no. Okay. So you are going. Take you out of the hole. Yeah, see, I crammed all this crap. Which is going up here to this switch. So you're coming through here, down there. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go grab my cutters and figure all of this crap out. Because if I keep videoing removing the unit out of my rack, this video could be an hour long. I don't want to do that. Alright, after futzing around, I got this thing out of the rack. I don't know why Nortel used Robertson screws, but yet here we are. Before moving the WeatherStar 4000 or other service, please call the Weather Channel. Perhaps I should call that number first. Nope. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me figure out where to put this dag-nabbed thing. Because I really don't have any room in this workshop. I really don't. Anyways. Okay, so you're going to have to get out of the way. Oh, crap. I remember now. I got to take this power supply completely out. And that's right, I'm modified. Oh, you know what? This is the one I modified that does not have the battery charge control board in it. That's right. I modified this one. I think this one is, it is. This is the original unit that I got from eBay in the very, very, very beginning. Back in 2018. I remember that now. Oh, come on. There we go. because I gotta remove the graphic card. You'll see why in a minute. There's the graphics card of the 4000. Gotta remove the CPU card. And here's the reason why. Because, yeah. They didn't make this easy now, did they? No, they did not. So, yep, this is the one that I restored. Because I cleaned the chassis and took a bunch of stuff out. That's right. And then the power supply decided to be like, yep, I'm going to die now. Alright, well, enough of that. I got to get my Robertson drive bit back in here, but I got to get it like right up. Yeah. Alright, give me a minute. Alright, so. Okay, we have the primary wires there. Yeah, they definitely did not make this thing easy to service at all. No, they did not. I'm using my little gyro or whatever thing, so red, two blacks, another black, orange, more blacks, green, and then blue. So that should get this unit out of here. Yep. There, power supply extracted. Oh man. Took this thing apart just to take it apart again because why not? It sounds like something fun to do. Not like I wanted to. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Alright, in the meantime, let's get this thing out of the dang way. Alright. Now, factory wired for 12 volts. So, in case anyone's wondering, this is a Power One SPL 130-4102P. Since the machine was made by Northern Telecom, it's probably whatever they decided to use. Because it's possible that Nortel was just using these back then. So this is what they decided to use in this particular instance. So, that's what we're stuck with. That's what we have to deal with. And that's how it is. Could I replace it with another one? Yeah. I mean, I could hardwire an ATX power supply in here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Because that seems like more trouble than what it's worth. Okay. Well, we have all the original caps in here. 1991, so it puts it in that era. So, oh yeah. Yep, there's our problem. You can see the wet spot down there. So the capacitors did start leaking. Darn. Alright, so the cap started leaking, and I bet also this 100k ohm resistor is open. Let's check it. Let's check it, because why not? I'm gonna run in ohms mode. I bet you the cap still has a charge on it. Come on. Yeah. Let's see here. So the caps are not my only problem. Yeah. See that? It's open. So let's that's what I figured would happen to this thing. because they all do it. So I'm going to cut you right there and lift you up. They all do it. Every single one of these, caps leaking or not, they all do this right here. Open. So we got two problems. First, this went open, which no surprise there because, like I said earlier in the video, they all do that. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is these. I don't even know if I have enough of those. 1,000 at 25. Actually, I might. I might actually have those. 330 at 35. I don't have those. No. I have 470s at 35. Which I might just shove those in there. Because I don't really care enough. Because this one belongs to me. It's not like it belongs to anyone else. So 1,000 at 25. So, yep. Leakage. Alright, well. Let me get the rest of this power supply apart and we can get to everything here. What's going to make this really fun, now that I got the board out, they've folded the leads over on the capacitors. Yeah, that's going to be just a jolly grand old fun old time. But that's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. It's always fascinating to look at the archaeological dig here. So, you remember on the back of the machine, it says it was manufactured July of 1991, right? But if we look at the power supply, all of the date codes, 1995, 1995. The board itself, 1995. So this power supply was manufactured in 1995, which would further lead me to believe that this power supply died one time in its service life. It was sent back to TWC and it was replaced later on down the line. Interesting to note. I got those Leak-O-Matics out of there. They're pretty bad. Let's see, which ones are they? These seem to be alright, but yeah, those are disgusting. Okay, so yeah, they glued the caps to the board, so I've been trying to get all this glue off, which is a fruitless effort. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get this board washed up and get all this crap off of it so I can actually work on this thing. Because, yeah, it's kind of nasty. Alright, so I got the board cleaned off and I got all the new caps in it. Plus I got the new resistor. Now I'm going to have to get some film resistors because this is becoming a common problem with these power supplies. Yeah, so that's been replaced now. So now, unfortunately, this has 220 and 330 at 35 volts, which I do not have. So the only thing I have on hand are these 470s, which will work. Well, again, it depends on the design, but they'll work. I need to get a list together and start getting some more 35 volt caps. I keep forgetting that I need to do that. But anyways, so those have been replaced now. I just shoved 470s in there. It's going to work. These power supplies are pretty forgiving when it comes to things like that. So we got that. I got the potentiometer sprayed and cleaned out and worked with the deoxit, because that's also a common problem. Because what happens is these pots will get noisy and it'll cause the power supply to just randomly shut down. It'll be working it'll fine 1 minute and it'll just go boink, it'll just shut off. Yeah, there we go. And then sometimes you got to clean this one out as well. So yep, take care of those, and then took care of that, so everything's good to go. So now these are the other ones that are just leaking pretty bad. These are the PL series from 1995. Yeah, and the sad thing is I remember 95. Okay, before I feel like I'm even older than I am, I want to go ahead and start putting this thing back together now. So, yeah. Alright, now that it's back together, I think the first thing I want to do is get the primary hooked back up and do some quick voltage measurements of the power supply and make sure this thing's dialed in and everything's okay. Now, I've got to take and make sure the 5 volts and 12 volts and all that stuff is slightly above because the power supply is unloaded, right? So this has to be dialed up to where it's closer to 5.2, 5.3 volts, because once all the boards get loaded onto this power supply, it's going to drop the voltage a little bit because all of those old boards are going to pull quite a bit of power. So that's what we're going to do and hope like hell it works. All right, so here we go. Grab our power. Okay. Main fan's on, but that doesn't mean anything, so we're going to grab our meter and measure. There we go. Oh, come on. Yep, 5.1 volts. .9 it was a little low, but that's a regulator. Okay, 11.9 negative. 11.8 positive, so it needs to go up just a hair. So we're going to take this up just a hair. Do another check. There we go, 5.2 volts. That's where I want it. Unloaded. So the power supply is running, as I figured it would. But hey, you never know. Alright, power supply is online. The resistor was bad, so we replaced that. All the caps have been replaced. So I think, yeah, I'm going to get the lid back on here. I'm going to get this thing back together, and we'll try it again. Alright, power supply's back in there. I went ahead and made a note in case I forget. So, well, let's see. Now here comes nothing. So what I'm going to do now is get the boards put in. Which, yeah, so we'll get the boards put in here. We'll see if that works out. Alrighty then, so okay, next is the I/O card, which is here. I always forget which route that goes in. Well, oops. Yeah, it's a lot harder to do when the lid's not on it. Which I don't want to put the lid on it in case there's an issue, right? So, now, let's do you real quick. Put the data card in here. Which right now I'm just going to put it up one because it ain't going to matter. Alright. Here goes nothing. Hey, we got lights, signs of life. We do. I love it when we get signs of life. Question is, will it start? That's what I'm looking for. Pi is booting, but will it start? Yep, there it goes. Yay, I think we're good now. And once the binaries are downloaded into the CPU, that light starts flashing. Okay, so the program's now running on both cards. Awesome. Good. Alright, so now I can get this thing back together and get it back in the rack. Whew, yeah. That was fun. And we're up. We are up. Alrighty then, so that means I should just go ahead and get this put back into the rack. Commendable plan, right? What I should do is take the top one off and do the same thing. Well, there it goes. That's the Raspberry Pi program starting. And first thing it does is it downloads the binary into the graphics card, then it downloads the binary into the CPU card. And as soon as the CPU card binary starts up, that yellow light will flash. That means the binaries are running on both cards and they're ready to go. So then what happens is the main program that's running on the Pi will start downloading all of assets into RAM. So all of your icons, current conditions icons, the fonts, all of that stuff, it starts downloading it into memory, and it takes forever to download all that into memory. You can kind of see it in here. It's hard to, well, I don't know if you can in the camera or not, but they'll flicker a little bit. What I should have done when I designed this board, I should have put a one shot on all three of these LEDs so they'll blink better. But right now, that's what we got going on. So everything appears to be working fine. So I'm going to power that down and then get this guy ready to be loaded into the rack, I think. Alright, so here we go. Get those guys started. Figure out which one of these it is. Nope. No power. Oh, you know what? It's been one of them there days. You're gonna laugh. Just you wait. Just you wait. You're gonna laugh. I guarantee I know exactly what I did. Yep, I did. I'm an idiot. Gotta plug the stupid power cord into it first. Ain't gonna work very well without the power cord. Now is it? Anyways. Okay, try this again. I still gotta bolt this thing back down, but I don't want to until things are working. So let's try this again. Hey, now we got power. Wow. Christ. Alright. Grab my chair because I don't feel like standing up. Wait for this thing to boot. Here we go. At least, hey, we have a functional power supply now. So, in theory, everything should start up. And as soon as it gets done booting, it's going to be up on that monitor right there. The second one over. This thing takes a very long time to start up. I get messages all day long from all kinds of different situations. That one's probably my Telegram group chat. I don't remember it taking that long. Maybe it did. Yeah, these things take forever to start. They take a long time. Come on. 4 minutes in so far. If you want to skip past this, you can go right on ahead. Yeah. Real-time startup of a WeatherStar 4000, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There she is. We're good now. She's up. Perfect. So I can finally conclude this video. So she's, yes, finally all fixed. Finally all fixed. Anyways, there was an impromptu, unexpected repair of a power supply in a WeatherStar 4000. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and all of that fun stuff. And leave a comment if you have one. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching.